Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Godzilla vs. Kong. As always, I'm going to give it the good, the bad, and the furry. There's just no furry in this movie. I'm sorry, there's not a single furred or scaly thing in this whole movie. Oh, right, I mean, except for, Kong and Godzilla. I mean, if you want to count them. I guess, if you want to count those. Some people, I mean, I guess you could, so. Anywho, so this movie is a movie about Godzilla fighting Kong, starring Godzilla and Kong. Nobody else matters in this movie. Sure, they have Eric from True Blood and 11 from Stranger Things, amongst other people, but they don't matter. Nobody else matters in this movie. The only thing that you came to this movie to see is Godzilla fight Kong. And I got news for you. Godzilla fights Kong in this movie. It's a crazy thing, I know, but in this movie, Godzilla fights Kong. That's what happens. How you get to that is a bunch of just absolutely stupid contrivances that just... Okay. So the Godzilla that this is, the universe that this Godzilla is in is from the Godzilla that was from the first two Godzilla movies that, came out recently-ish. And those were essentially today's, physics and technology and whatnot. And Kong was, this big in the 50s, after being there for however many hundreds of years, according to that Kong movie. And yet here, they're like, yeah, hey, all those things that made sense in the technology level that we were at? Yeah, we're just going to ignore that and do our own thing. And Kong was this tall? Well, now he's just as tall as Godzilla, because in 50 years we needed him to have a growth spurt. So, if you don't care about anything else making sense about the technology, about how the reasons behind people doing things, or about why they didn't do this when they clearly did it later to make more sense, if you don't care about the whole rest of your movie making sense, then this is the movie for you. If you like your storyline to have, a monochrome of, okay, yeah, I can see that making sense either in universe or in reality or anything, yeah, that power level's about the same as that later on in the movie, yeah, no, that checks, or, yeah, but that, yeah, this is totally. Then, if you're that, wanting that from this movie, you came to the wrong movie. In this movie, Godzilla fights Kong. And they show it quite well. Much like Pacific Rim or the other Godzilla, or really any movie that has a giant thing, they destroy the heck out of various cities and things. It's just, just pretend, if you care, that all of the people evacuated because they got the warning ahead of time. Because if not, hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people are definitely dead because of the fights that happen in here. I'm just throwing that out there. So, the graphics were great. There wasn't any, horribly unrealistic in terms of the CGI that got across what they were wanting to. In terms of, I don't know, physics or continuity with storyline. Nah, none of that matters. That's a whole different thing. The actors did what they could. It also has the prison wallet kid from the Deadpool movies, but they don't matter. They're there to provide dialogue to explain what's happening for why the Godzilla and Kong are doing their thing. So, the only reason to come you would see this movie is if you're a super fan. And if you're a super fan, you should watch this on the big screen because it's giant Godzilla versus giant Kong, and some other things make appearance that I think you'll probably enjoy, and you should watch that on a big screen. So, go see it in theaters if it's around where you live and you're fine with that. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about this movie, is that it's Godzilla versus Kong. Everything you need to know about this movie is literally in the trailer. If you want to know a little bit more about some of the things that I noticed, and some of them that I didn't, even think to point out when I was watching this, then I'm gonna link a cracked video in the link in the description, and they kind of go over some of the things that just don't make sense in this. Some of them I definitely was like, yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Others I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even think of that, but definitely that too. So if you're a super fan, go watch this on the big screen, on the biggest screen you can. If you're not a super fan, then watch this movie and then watch the cracked video, and you'll be like, yes, somebody gets it. Somebody gets it. All right, that's all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.